Welcome, welcome to everyone. Actually, I should say welcome home to everybody here. I know because back in the 80s, this building was a home away from home for many of you who are here tonight, just as it is today for many of us. I want to welcome to our council members here tonight, Susan Lamb, of course, and Peggy Henson, Fred Brown, Bill Farmer, Vice Mayor Steve Kay, Jennifer Scutchfield, Siobhan Akers, and James Brown. We've got a quorum. And we've got some former council members here tonight, too. Former Vice Mayor Isabel Yates. During the tenure of Scotty Baesler, Jim Gardner and Bob Babbage and Don Todd. And administration members, Ralph Coldiron are here. Now, these are the ones I've seen, you all, and forgive me if I haven't seen everybody. Mary Wathen, Bob Wiseman is here. So give everybody a hand, all of you who are here. And I've probably forgotten somebody. And also joining us is Lexington historian Foster Ockerman Jr. Hello, Don. Hello, Don. Don Blevins. And Don Blevins, good you've just arrived. And I had mentioned that Foster Ockerman Jr. here, who is administrator of the Lexington History Museum. More about the Lexington History Museum later. And, of course, our guest of honor, Scotty Baesler and his wife Alice and their daughter Ashley and Bob and Judy Woods. Bob is Alice's brother. Let's give them a big hand. You know, Scotty forever resisted this portrait. He said to me earlier tonight, just a little while ago, that he decided it just wasn't right. And then he decided it just wasn't not right to do it. It is great to be here to honor and unveil the official portrait of Kentucky Wildcat, District Judge, Vice Mayor, Mayor, and Congressman Scotty Baesler. Now, of the many accomplishments you'll hear about tonight, we all know we have to start with these. Scotty Baesler played for Coach Adolph Rupp and averaged 10.3 points a game in his final 2 seasons while shooting 83% from the foul line. No other. And Bill Farmer, no other Lexington mayor, past or present, or I would say ever in the future, will be able to say that. But we are here tonight to talk about Scotty's years as mayor, 1982, 1983, the longest serving mayor since the city and county governments merged. If you look at his list of accomplishments in that time, it's clear that so many of you, his staff members, worked tirelessly every day just trying to keep up with him. In his years as mayor, Scotty Baesler laid the foundation for the quality of life Lexington enjoys today. He changed Lexington from a college town into a thriving city, rich in arts, culture, diversity, and educational and economic opportunities. Now, Scotty, I want to mention just a few of your accomplishments as mayor, so everyone can join me in imagining Lexington without Man of War Boulevard, the Kentucky Theater as renovated, the 4th of July Festival, Herbie's and Rosie's, City Hall, where we are today, outstanding public safety, and last but certainly not least, a most glamorous and important part of government service, a modern sewer system. We got it. Of course, those are just a few of the reasons we are all glad that Scotty Baesler was our mayor. Today we're doing something that, of course, should have been done a long time ago, and thanks to the work of 4th District Council member, former clerk Susan Lamb, and historian Foster Ockerman Jr., we are unveiling the official portrait of Mayor Scotty Baesler. Thanks to both of you, thanks to Susan and Foster, thanks to both of you and to Versailles artist Steve Sawyer, who is also with us here tonight. First, we want to hear from Councilmember Lamb. Susan.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Gray. I am so thrilled to be here at this place helping unveil the mayoral portrait of Scotty Baesler. When I first talked to Foster many months ago, it was just by chance that I brought up by eagerness that I was worried about the mayoral portraits that were missing in our collection. And of course, he's a constituent of mine, so he had to listen to me. And I had to listen to him too. And so I knew that our city deserved to have these portraits completed. So as an avid historian and leader, I knew Foster would understand my concern and the need to preserve our leadership history. So Foster took that need and helped address the concerns I had. Foster is a founding board member of the Lexington History Museum back when it was incorporated in 1998. With his work and the work of the Lexington History Museum, not only is Mayor Baesler's portrait complete, but Steve Sawyer will also be completing, in the not-so-distant future, portraits of Mayor Teresa Isaac and Mayor Jim Newberry. With those, we will have visual documentation of the leadership our city has had over so many years. And what's even better, the future path is put in place as well. The museum will continue to fundraise from all private donors to have our current and future mayoral portraits completed. And Foster Ockerman has led that fundraising effort with the museum, and now the mayor will introduce.
All right. Okay, thank you, Susan. And now, thank you, Susan. And thank you so much for your foresight in doing this, Susan, and your persistence and determination. And now, Foster Ockerman Jr., whose fundraising is making this portrait possible. Foster? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim and Susan. I'm getting a lot of credit up here, but this is a project of the Lexington History Museum. I left Susan's office back in December thinking, gosh, it's a shame that somebody doesn't do something about this. And I was 10 minutes down the road, and I thought, the museum ought to do this. And I called my executive committee, and it was an immediate response. We had a board meeting about 2 weeks later. Everybody was for it. Within a month, we had raised enough for the first portrait, and we're on our way to paying for the other portraits. And I can tell you today, we have it all. All the portraits, money is there. And some of our board members are here tonight. These have gone on long enough. They will be coming up afterwards. You'll know who they are because they're not in government. But now I want to introduce my good friend and our artist, Steve Sawyer. Steve and I have known each other since kindergarten. Took wildly divergent paths as we grew up. As he says, Foster went with paper, he went with crayons. But his paid off. He has a studio in Versailles today. In the last 20 years, he has sold his art in over 100 countries. There are not many more than that in the world. He has been featured in many publications, including the front page of the New York Times and the Today television show. He tells me he has had the pleasure as a portraitist of painting men and women and children from all walks of life, and he is proud to add Mayor Baesler and our other mayors to his list of portraits. At this time, I'd like Susan to come join Steve on either side, and Mayor, if you will step forward and give the official word to unveil, they'll do it.
All right. Yeah. I've never been given the instruction to give the official word to unveil before. Doug Gibson, by the way, good to see you guys out there. All right. Well, how about on the count of three? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Nice job. Wow. Thank you, sir. All right. And now you're going to introduce Scotty. Yes. Okay.
Yes. I'll take every opportunity that I get to address, and especially with all my colleagues out here that I worked with for 30-some years ago. So it's very special to see everybody in this audience, really special. I just wanted to say, as the former council clerk, my respect grew for the history of our city and the knowledge in making sure we document and preserve the archives that keep our past and our past work alive. But even more today, I see Mayor Baesler and so many of my former colleagues, and I know that my time working for the city would not have been the same without him or you. I began my work for the city under Mayor Baesler's watch. He brought me in, and I was so lucky to have him and many other great mentors to work under. We had fun, but we did work very hard. As Mayor Gray noted, Scotty did great things for our city. But for me personally, he gave me the ability to learn not only how to do the work of the city, but how to have a strong work ethic and to respect the work of the people. I was able to grow so much during my time working for him and working with so many others in this room today that put me on my current path. And believe me, and maybe many others here, you'd never thought that I'd be standing here as an elected official still. But I truly believe it is with his leadership and support that I began my walking down this path of serving our city, and I'm so honored to continue my service as an elected official. And I want to thank you, Mayor Baesler, for everything you've done for me and for our city. And without further ado, I would like for the Mayor Baesler to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody coming. I got new teeth. They're hard as hell to work too. You know, a mayor can't operate without a council. I had 6 of them when I was here. We got some of the boys and girls here, and without a council working with you, you can't do anything. You can talk. That's about all you can do. And I was very lucky to have the folks here. We got even Todd. He's always arguing about something, but he's not bad. But they're Don Blevins and others. I think I saw Stuart Perry come in, and Jim Gardner. Yep. Yeah, Isabel.
There's Dick Perry. I didn't realize that. There's Dick Perry. I was your favorite.
Bob Babbage. But I'm serious about that. And the people out here who've helped us work, we all enjoyed it, and it's for the right purpose. And like Mayor, I want to tell you something. Every now and then I watch what y'all doing, and I'm pleased. I think you're using your money wisely. I think you're doing things for everybody, and I think that's important. And I think the city of Lexington is a good city. It's hard to be a bad mayor, especially if you got money like these boys do. But you know, I appreciate you doing this. I recognize I'm glad the country stayed, but I've enjoyed it. But I got a lot of folks who work for me, and I certainly appreciate help. There's Wilma. She was my dancing partner, wasn't it? In the Employee Olympics. But thank you for doing this, and Foster, thank you very much. But Foster sir told me about the museum, not about this. I sort of wondered, I said, Foster, you're taking on a big job there, boy. How are you going to get money? Well, he's done it. All of you have done it, and I appreciate it. It's going to be a good project. But so thank you for coming, and I enjoy it, and appreciate you doing this. And now you can put it up there somewhere. I don't care where. Thank you very much. Thank you.